Now we are doing the palazzo. For palazzo, you require only the length of the pant. How much the customer requires, that much length you have to take from the waist point. Okay. And then you have to go for the hip round. Okay. So hip round is only enough. You need not even take the waist because anyway it will go straight. So elastic if you put, don't want waist round. If you are not putting the elastic, then go for the. This is the graft for the palazzo pant. Okay. So first you have to take the waist measurement and length measurement. So 0 to 3, it is the waist measurement plus half an inch of margin. And you are going to do 4 folding for palazzo. Okay, if not 4 folding, double folding you have to do and 2 times you have to cut. Okay, so if you do the 4 folding, it is just the one time you are going to cut. So 0 to 3 waist. Waist is waist divided by 4. Okay. So if 30 is the waist, then you have to divide it by 4. So how much it will be? It will become 7.5. So 7.5 plus half an inch of margin you have to take. That is your 0 to 3. Then you have to take the fork length. Fork length, either you can measure it, okay, or the standard size is, it comes according to the high waist and low waist. So high waist it is 30, low waist 12. So 0 to 4 you have to take the fork length. So here I will consider it as 12. Then 4 to 5 is your thigh measurement. Okay, thigh plus margin you have to take half an inch of margin. Thigh measurement, it is divided by 2, and 0 to 1 is the length of the palazzo, and 1 to 2 is the 1 inch of margin which you keep it for folding. So this is the length measurement. Then for palazzos and almost for ladies pant, what we do is belt, we don't take it separately. Okay, we will add in this only. So since I told you 0 to 1 it will be the length, so for margin you will take 0 to 8, almost 2 inch, 2 to 2 quarter inch of extra cloth you will take from here, from the waist measurement. Okay, 0 to 8. So I'll consider it as 2 inches. Okay, and if the person is lean, so you will cut exactly the straight. Okay, this is how the measurement will come. In case if the person is having heavy butt, then what you have to do is, for back you cut front and back separately. Okay, or else directly for folding, what you can do is extra almost 1 inch. Okay, 3/4 to 1 inch, what you have to do extra you have to take. So what you would have done, you would have marked this waist measurement, right? Then again extra 2 inches you will take for belt. So again what you will do, only in this part from here you will go extra. That means from the belt which you had marked, from there you will go extra 1 inch. Here you will not go extra, and you will cut cross like this if the person is having heavy butt. And after all the measurements, then again you have to mark this shape. Okay, cross shape from the waist to the thigh, you have to mark it cross. Okay, so this is the palazzo draft. Okay, now this is one more palazzo draft in which we have shown in the paper cutting, but when we are cutting the fabric, we have done with this only. Okay, this which I explained you, this only we have done, but this one in the paper draft we have shown. This draft you can follow for plus size figures. Okay, if the person is too healthy, then you can follow this draft. Nothing changes, everything is same, but what you will do is only for the back part. First, for this palazzo, front separately, back separately you will cut, and for the first I will explain you for the front. Okay, so for the front, so as usual, 0 to 1 is the waist length. Waist divided by 4 plus half an inch of margin you will take. Then again 0 to 4 is your fork length. And again 4 to 5 is your thigh. Thigh plus half an inch of margin. Thigh is divided by 2 because you will take the measurement of only one thigh. That's why. So thigh divided by 2 plus half an inch of margin you will take. And again 0 to 1 is your length of the palazzo and 1 to 2 is your margin. Okay, so like this, and after marking from the waist to the hip you will give this shape. Okay, so this is the front measurement, and along with this you have to mark even the belt also. As I told you, belt we are not going to cut separately, we are including in this pant only. After marking 0 to 1 length, what you will do is you will take upside extra 0 to 8, 2 to 2 quarter inch of extra you will mark, and you will take the belt. Okay, so whenever you are cutting you will cut like this only. Okay, he will not cut it here. Okay, you have to cut in this way only. So after marking the front, again back separately you have to mark. So for back what happens is, from this, okay, this extra 1 inch you will take all through the back. Okay, completely you will mark the extra 1 inch and you will take the shape for the back. As usual, for the belt extra again 2 inch up you will go and you will mark for the back side. For plus size people you can go with this draft. Okay, so this completes your palazzo draft. Now we will do the palazzo draft. Okay, first measure the waist, then the fork, after that the length, including margin. 1 inch of margin for folding we are giving. Okay, then you have to give the shape. Here directly master is cutting because he is well experienced enough, he doesn't require marking for each and every simple things. Okay, this is including half an inch margin only we are cutting the draft. Okay, this is the front part of the palazzo, and you have to do it on fold. Waist is divided by 4, thigh round divided by 2, and the loose, that is also divided by 2 only. Only waist is divided by 4. And for the back part, directly 1 inch extra you take, because towards the inside only you have to give this extra. Anyway, on the side you will be not having any stitches towards the outside of the leg, only towards the inner leg you will be having stitching for the palazzo pants. So always it should be on fold, back and front both. So like that you have to do the stitching. So this is the margin which we are going to have for both front and back. You have to cut like this only. Okay, because you will be not having stitching towards the outside leg, only inside leg stitching will be there. So like how the master is showing, like that you have to do the stitch only on one side. Okay, only there you will be having the stitching. So that extra you will get, which will be helpful for seating. This is the view of the palazzo pant. We have used the woolen fabric here. Front we have facing, only at the back we have the elastic. Okay, this is the side view and this is the back view. Back we have put the elastic, front we have put the facing. Now we are going to do one more palazzo. You have to do 4 folding as shown. Mark the length of the palazzo and then extra 2 inches you have to mark for the waistband. Okay, this one at the hip. Okay, where we give the shape for the pant, there almost approximately half an inch or 3/4 inch we are going cross. Okay, because the person's butt is heavy, that's why. And you have to measure the fork and give the shape, then the pant loose you have to mark. Okay, so this is the marking for the palazzo. It's very easy if you know the trick and the method to mark. He again decrease the waist size to 1 inch. Okay, below, even for the margin also you have to leave. For bottom folding, 1 inch margin you have to leave and cut it. Okay, this is the cutting for the palazzo.